The LGBT community is diverse in its identities, with gender and sexuality being fluid spectrums, people from different cultural backgrounds and racial experiences, but age is one aspect of diversity that can be ignored by the community. Older LGBT folk have unique realities, and their struggles can be disregarded by the community due to ageism. The aging community already has a difficult time with medical providers offering proper care on mental health issues, then handling insurance and employment. Older trans folk may face an even more difficult challenge, dealing with providers today who are their age and don't have as good of an understanding as younger doctors might. The older trans community today has to face these problems head-on, as well as difficulties with housing and employment. In 2011, a study showed that among 6,450 trans adults of all ages, almost a fifth reported that they were refused care by medical providers. People who have had their needs ignored or denied, whether it be about hormone therapy or transitioning surgery. Some even reported that their providers were physically rough with them. The number of LGBT individuals over the age of 65 is predicted to double by the year 2030. While it's hard to guess the amount of trans folk or non-binary there will be, it is a safe assumption that the numbers will continue to climb, and these aging trans folk will have to deal with the medical community. It's a major concern for these individuals because studies show that medical providers aren't competent enough to offer proper care.
Having lived as a woman for over 2 years, Dawn qualifies for the surgery to remove her penis, but a heart problem has delayed the operation.
The moment I was sent home, just before I was about to have my operation, was the worst. Well, to me, it was one of the worst days of my life. And first time in a long time, I wanted to take my own life.
Dawn's surgeon has performed over 1,000 gender reassignment operations.
The difficulty is that some of the older patients have other conditions which they've picked up along the way. You're far more likely to find a patient who, in their 60s with diabetes or a significant heart problem or a significant chest problem than you are if you're operating on somebody in their 20s.
Transitioning brings a high risk of being cut off from family. Almost half of British trans people with children have no contact with them.
And around about 4 or 5 years ago, I found out through a friend that my dad had decided that his life wanted to be led as a transgender person. And at the time, I didn't know what transgender was. You know, I'm not going to lie to you, mate, it destroyed me. But I just felt like he completely lied to me.
Yeah. No, I understand.
We need LGBT-inclusive aging services to offset these discriminations, communities for LGBT elders to find support, whether it be emotional, physical, or with legal troubles. They are far and few between, often underfunded and ignored. The aging community needs as much support as we can offer, as they will set the standard for other aging LGBT folk in the future.